Hi everyone, my name's Matt Greenhill and I'm here with WRM at Yorkshire Sustainability Week to find out how people perceive sustainability in Yorkshire. In this era of climate doom and gloom and all of the negative press that we're seeing around the country and the world, how do you stay optimistic both personally and professionally?
Personally, I've been working in sustainability for over 10 years now, and I have to say there has never been more commitment to sustainability, and it's no longer just a tick box, it's no longer just a certificate on the wall, it's become embedded into companies' purpose.
I think it's important to remember that you're not on your own. Yes, it's been quite a slow pace of change and the governments maybe aren't doing exactly what they should be, but we were the first country to legislate a net zero target back in 2019, and since then there's been a lot of things going on in terms of legislation and companies increasing their carbon footprint reporting, looking to set net zero targets, looking to set carbon reduction plans, and there's that knock-on effect, and that's sort of running through the supply chain now as well, so a lot more businesses are becoming more aware.
I kind of focus in what can I do today as well as what can I do tomorrow. It's understanding what you can do. Food waste is also quite a big one for us. Just hearing a lot of talks today about food waste and making sure that things can last and not buying excessive food.
I think the thing that keeps it positive for Boxy, or as me as an individual, is actually seeing the end piece. So being able to work with some really, key technologies, technology providers that are actually, really conscious about their sustainable, what they're doing to be a better force for good.
Something that's said a lot nowadays is that many organisations are creating action plans and strategies for dealing with their carbon emissions and tackling climate change, but there's often been a criticism of a lack of implementation of those plans. Do you agree with that kind of interpretation, and how do you see the implementation of action moving forward in the sustainability industry?
It does take businesses time. They've really got to understand what they're doing, they've got to think it through, they do need a plan. And then they need to work out how they're going to finance that plan as well. We've introduced a programme now, Continuous Impact Programme, and what that does, it brings your people and planetary commitments alongside your financial planning. It just becomes part of the way you do business and part of your management meetings, your reporting, and that's the only way to keep it on the agenda.
If you've got a plan, you're going to have to do the next step into action it. So if you have a cleverly designed plan or a strategy, I'd say if it's not cleverly designed, then you don't have the action piece there. But a lot of people, from my experience, get really frazzled by having loads of things to do. So breaking those plans and strategies into small, tangible actions, which helps you move on and see the deliverables being made and the achievement being made, rather than just relying on, net zero 2050 or whatever the target is. It's so important to think short-term, near-term targets and make those a reality, so you have a bit more purpose than to get up every day and see things are happening.
I think setting the carbon reduction plan net zero target is only the first step. You need to make sure that you are actually taking action towards that, and I think setting short-term targets and medium-term targets is a really good way to encourage that. So make sure you've got things on the short-term basis that you have to meet, as well as looking far into the future.
You've got to do what's achievable, also do what's right today. It's not all about what we can do in 6 years' time. One of the key things anyone's got to do with any of this is get the data right. But it's also coming to places like this. I mean, we're at the Yorkshire Sustainability Week, getting to understand what other people are doing and getting to understand what's out there. There's a lot of work to be done. I think there's a lot of work that people like myself and your company can do to be able to achieve that and support what's going on around the industry.